in the last few days when Donald Trump was saying that the election has been stolen from him and he's rambling away on television, multiple networks cut away. They cut him off, went back to the studio shot and called him out on his lying. Okay? Let me just show you very quickly some examples. So this is with Brian Williams. Okay?
If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us. If you count the votes that came in late, we're looking at them very strongly, but a lot of votes came in late. I've already decisively won many critical states, including massive victories in Florida, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio.
Okay, here we are again in the unusual position of not only interrupting the President of the United States, but correcting the President of the United States. And Ari Melber, don't go far, given.
So that's one. All right, that was Brian Williams. Here's Shepard Smith.
Tens of millions of unsolicited ballots without any verification measures whatsoever.
Well, we're interrupting this because what the President of the United States is saying, in large part, is absolutely untrue. He began, and we're not going to allow it to keep going because it's not true.
Oh, okay. Okay, so when the President of the United States is lying, now you cut him off. I seem to remember Shepard Smith singing a very different tune not too long ago. Take a look.
Richard will tell you that the only way for peace was to get rid of Saddam Hussein, and the President of the United States has promised that this particular campaign will do that. Then you return the oil wells and give them their money back, get them fed and help them rebuild. Then maybe, Brit Hume, you have an outpost in the middle of the Persian Gulf and a way to spread some of the love. Who knows? It's certainly a good thought, isn't it?
Did you hear that? That's the same dude. That's the same dude. That's Shepard Smith. So now, when the president is lying, oh, hey, everybody, all the networks, we got to cut him off. He's lying. He's lying. Dear citizens, we cannot allow this. But during the invasion, this motherfucker is cheering it on and saying, oh, the President of the United States has said that this will be good for the Iraqis. We're going to give them back their oil wells. We're going to feed them. We're going to bring them democracy. And who knows? Maybe it'll be an outpost in the Persian Gulf to spread the love. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck was that? Spread the love? That's a weird way to talk about imperialism, you motherfucker. Let me play that again for you. Look at this hypocrisy. Look at this shit.
Richard will tell you that the only way for peace was to get rid of Saddam Hussein, and the President of the United States has promised that this particular campaign will do that. Then you return the oil wells and give them their money back, get them fed and help them rebuild. Then maybe, Brit Hume, you have an outpost in the middle of the Persian Gulf and a way to spread some of the love. Who knows? It's certainly a good thought, isn't it?
Of unsolicited ballots without any verification measures whatsoever.
Well, we're interrupting this because what the President of the United States is saying, in large part, is absolutely untrue. He began.
Bitch, and what George Bush was saying about delivering democracy to Iraq, that was not untrue? You didn't cut off Bush. You repeated his fucking lies and glorified it. Oh, we're spreading the love. What the fuck? Man, these people are fucking mass murdering war criminals. There is no difference between them and Joseph Goebbels, the propaganda minister under the Nazis, okay? No fucking difference. They sit there in front of a camera and lie, not to millions, to the planet, to sell wars, to murder people. They're fucking war criminals. Spread the love. Let me tell you something, man. Trump refusing to accept that he's lost an election is a fart, is a joke compared to what the fuck George Bush and Tony Blair were selling. All right, their lies about weapons of mass destruction, about delivering democracy to Iraq. And you fucking glorified that shit. You repeated it and glorified it and fucking echoed their lies, you motherfucker. And now you're going to sit there and talk about integrity and truth and honesty and being so appalled and offended that you have to cut off Trump to correct him? I didn't see you correcting Rumsfeld or Bush, you motherfucker. Look at these pieces of shit. And Brian Williams, the other hack that I showed you before, fucking lying in Iraq. Oh, we got shot at. Huge lie. He got fired because of it, because it came out years later he was lying about being shot at while he was in a helicopter covering the war in Baghdad, in Iraq. Unbelievable. Oh, I cannot stand these people. They are one in the same with the national security state, with the military industrial complex. They're mouthpieces. These are not journalists. They're scum. You know, if you're going to cut off Trump and correct him, at least show us that you're going to apply the same standard to shit that is a million fucking times worse. All right, for a war that is still happening right now, that has killed 1 million Iraqis, displaced even more. You don't have any problem with that, motherfuckers. And then they talk about democracy and a free media in the West. My ass. I'm so disgusted with these people. I really am. Not a single one of them. Okay, same with Wolf Blitzer. All of these people on every network, right? Because they're jumping back and forth. Before Shepard Smith, he's on Fox News. Now he's on CNBC. Brian Williams, all of them. Have any of them apologized for their bullshit? Have any of them come out and corrected their lies? Have any of them resigned? Did any of them protest at the time? Did any of them do their fucking jobs? You saw during the last couple of briefings that Trump gave, all of a sudden, all these journalists, hands flying up. Mr. President. Oh, now they want to hold him accountable. Oh, now you want to hold him accountable. Oh, okay. Now you want to scrutinize him. Now you care about the lying. Oh, okay. You didn't care about him lying about, this fake gas attack in Syria. No, you didn't care about him lying about killing Soleimani and then saying he's the biggest terrorist in the world when he was actually fighting ISIS, which the United States helped create. No. You didn't call him out when he was lying about this peace deal that he just signed with these Arab kingdoms in the Persian Gulf, screwing over Palestinians. No, you don't hold him accountable for any of that. The people in the media, they're just like the politicians. They whitewash their records. They grift. They manage to, slither from one administration to the next, from one regime to the next, from one war to the next, and no one holds them accountable or calls them out ever. And, it's just, even with Brian Williams, like that guy, he got chastised because he lied about getting shot at. Why aren't you chastising him for glorifying the fucking war in the first place? I don't care if he was shot at or not. That's not the issue here. Okay? I mean, great. Yeah, you got journalists that go and cover conflicts that are in deployment with the forces. But that guy was not interested in showing war crimes and exposing what U.S. and coalition forces were doing in Iraq. He was there to cheer them on and sell them to you and sell the war to you and paint it in a positive light. Paint a fucking invasion and mass murder in a positive light. That was his job. That's what those people do. They're not being deployed with the troops and risking their lives to do anything honorable and bring you the facts.